So while I have this space to myself just for the moment, I thought I'd officially explain why Harry and I are in uh, self-isolation. We we need to do this basically for me to save my life. Um, I'm Miranda and I'm 37 years old, and I have a 5-year-old son called Harry, and I am 4.5 years post heart transplant. So, when you receive an organ, a transplanted organ, you then take immune suppressing medication every 12 hours for the rest of your life so that your own immune system doesn't cause rejection of the organ. So, with a suppressed immune system, um, this means that I'm always open to infection. Not just now, not just because of this pandemic, but I'm always open to infection, and infection can then lead to organ rejection. Infection can also lead to becoming septic. Um, so, if any sort of infection enters my body, it can spark up my immune system, and then my immune system recognizes my heart as a foreign organ, and it starts to reject it. So I need to stay well, and avoid any sort of infection. I've actually dealt with a few infections this year already, so this pandemic is just even scarier. If I contracted COVID-19, I actually I don't think I would survive it. I think that my immune system is too fragile and almost non-existent to cope with it. I think my lungs would fill with infection, and I would die of pneumonia. Um, Although the Victor Chang Research Institute has released some information saying that what they're seeing is heart patients who are being infected with COVID-19 are dying of myocarditis, which I understand to be an infection of the heart muscle, or an infection of the sac around the heart. Either way, it's just it's too dangerous for me to be in the world at the moment. It's too dangerous for me to be out in the public mixing with people. We've taken a few risks this week because I feel safer in my suburb at the moment. So Harry went swimming on Tuesday. My mother took him, and I was willing for that to happen. I have taken him out of childcare. Anyone that Harry is exposed to on the outside, I then am exposed to as well. So if he got COVID-19, he could pass it to me quite quickly. Last night we went for a walk in the dark. That was 9:30 at night, and I had my 5-year-old out walking along the streets. Look, I feel pretty safe in my suburb. It's not something that I want to do all the time, but it was nice to escape this apartment for a little bit. I have had a little bit of agoraphobia. Just that sense just creep in a little bit. There was a jogger that ran past us at one stage last night, and he was coming up from behind me, and I felt my body tense up. It was also late at night, and we were walking, so yeah. I suppose my senses were already heightened, having my child out. I'm also going to go at this stage, I'm still going to go to I'm going to go down to Minamara on Sunday and do the rainforest and waterfall walk. That's been planned for a while, and I'm keeping that plan because mental health. Because I need something. I need more than what I can get just here. And look, I'm making an informed decision to go and to see my girlfriend and a couple of friends. But look, these are just more decisions in a life that I already make so many adjustments and so many decisions based around my health and based around staying well and staying alive. And being a transplant patient is already such a fragile existence, more fragile than anything I've experienced, really. So I guess that sort of explains why I've chosen to go into lockdown sooner than most. It was myself and my family that ultimately made the decision for me to pull Harry from preschool and begin this experience. Yeah, just to get me off public transport. I worked 2 days a week in Sydney, and working face to face with the public. It was just, we decided that it was too dangerous. Just I was being exposed to way too many people. And look, my existence now really relies on the vigilance of others. I rely that sick people don't come into contact with me. I'm relying that people wash their hands regularly. I do everything I possibly can to help myself. But now more than ever, I'm relying on the public too. I was just actually studying and thinking yesterday about the social contract that we all enter into at birth. A contract that we enter into tacitly, so we don't sign on a dotted line anywhere, but it's just we live by a set of rules that we just know to follow. We learn it from our families and from our parents and from our social situations. Rules such as when your parents tell you to go to bed, you go to bed. Rules like you pay for your coffee at the cafe first and then you wait for it to be served. Rules like we don't drink and drive. We stick to the road rules. We have laws in place for the big ones, but then there's the social ones, like respecting each other's personal space, and when someone says hello to you and you say hello back, or just these social contracts and rules, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking our government is now asking us to implement more social rules that we're not used to, like social distancing, and stricter hygiene than what most of us or some of us would have followed before. and I'm really interested. Actually, I'm a bit sad that I'm not out in the world experiencing it myself, but I'm really interested in watching us as Australians sort of accept new social contracts into our lives and our existence, and see how we go, and see if we can continue to respect each other's needs, and keeping each other safe. Look, I wish I was out there in the world right now, but I'm putting my health first. I want to be here for my son in years to come. So, look, I have been through so much in this 37 years. I'm not about to be wiped out by a virus named after a beer. But not really named after a beer. Yeah, so I hope that if anyone didn't understand why I'm in self-isolation, I hope that explains it today. But ask me questions. Yeah, ask me anything. I think today I'm about to head out there and build a tower from bits of cardboard and possibly toilet rolls that we have laying around the house. Yeah, if you've got any ideas of how I could entertain my 5-year-old, I'd be mighty grateful. Yeah, so this is day 6, and we'll chat to you again soon. Bye.